We already done some of this.
Oh, Poke Gear. I do need that, you know. It's important if I'm gonna be calling up all the pretty ladies. Wonder if Mom already put any phone numbers in there for me.
But here's some more.
Welcome back, everybody. So, before I do anything today, step one is I need to apologize to everyone who had to suffer through the terrible audio quality of video number 1. That's why I left the uncommentaried version up also, because I listened to it and I know how bad that was. I'm still trying to kind of figure out how I want to do these recordings, and so now I know that is not the way. But anyway, we are back today. It is the next day. I am still at home, but fortunately no one is sleeping at my house anymore. So hopefully we can get a little bit accomplished and I can do things as I am talking. Because I really, most of you probably could tell if you watched video number 1. I'm not really feeling like commentary is really a good thing that, well, let me rephrase. I'm not really feeling like I'm very good at commentary after the fact. I don't even know if I'm good at commentary during the fact. But I feel like I'm a little bit better at it than after. You may notice sometimes the video skips a little bit. That's usually I hit shift accidentally, and pardon me for hurting your ears if it does, but when I press shift you'll notice my game speeds up quite a bit, just like that. And well, shift is kind of right next to Z, which is my A button, so yeah. But anyway, you'll notice I ran into a Pokemon here. As I mentioned in the last video, since I do not have Pokeballs yet, I will not be counting these encounters as my first until I do. And since I will be doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and actually not fight them even. And we'll consider the challenge started as soon as I complete the errand version of this playthrough here. So, anywho, we are moving on through this route here, and the other thing is, I apologize in advance if I make a mistake and don't recognize a new route right off the top of my head, or accidentally end up catching 2 Pokemon from what is technically labeled one place. It's not intentional. This is one of the games that doesn't actually display in anywhere on the screen, actually, whether or not whether you've changed to a new route or not. So bear with me on that, if you will. Let's go ahead and talk to this old man here who's going to teach me a few things. That sounds a little scary, actually. So, let's see. Telling me about the Pokemon Center. I will be relying on them a lot, but not to save my poor friends who die. Pokemon Mart. Ooh, they sell things. I do need those, but I can't buy them yet, unfortunately. So he's kind of helping me out here, telling me that this is a new route up here, but I already knew that one. Not entirely sure why he comes over here, but this is the sea, as you can see. And there are some Pokemon found only in the water, but even at the time this game was released, that was pretty common knowledge. So, here. Ooh, what's happening here? Oh, it's your house. Okay, thank you, sir. I will take your map card. I appreciate it very much. This will absolutely help to know whether or not we are on a new route. What do you have to say, lady? When you're with Pokemon, going anywhere is fun. Not jail. That's all I have to say about that. Mr. Pokemon's house is still farther up ahead. Alright, thank you, you're useful. Unlike that lady. Alright, so, let's get going. Now again, remember, anything I encounter out here still does not count. I won't get Pokeballs until I return to Professor Elm with whatever Mr. Pokemon's discovery is. It's It's kind of neat, though, I think, for this playthrough purposes. I'm Masterpoke going to see Mr. Poke. But anyway, this guy... No, this isn't the guy that eats the berries. That's a guy somewhere later in the game. But he gives me a berry, and that's nifty. And you may have noticed in the last episode, at the very end, I removed the berry from Fang. And this is just because just a plain berry is not necessarily the most common thing to come by in this game. And I want to save them for the point when I get to, well, I won't spoil, but there's a point later in the game where I want to have a few just plain berries, so I try to save them when I can. Anyway, here we are at Mr. Pokemon's, and let's see what he's got.
Hello, hello, you must be Pierre. Professor Elm said that you would visit. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine.
Oh, a mystery egg. Well, that's pretty cool, I guess. I'll put that in my key pocket, even though I don't see how an egg is going to unlock any doors. I know, I'm terrible.
I know a couple who run a Pokemon daycare service. They gave me that egg. I was intrigued, so I sent mail to Professor Elm. For Pokemon evolution, Professor Elm is the authority. Even Professor Oak here recognizes that.
Oh, I see. He noticed we talked about him. He did see us later, just like he said he would.
If my assumption is correct, Professor Elm will know it.
Oh, so you're Pierre. I'm Oak, a Pokemon researcher. I was just visiting my old friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon? Let's see. I see. I understand why Professor Elm gave you a Pokemon for this errand. To researchers like Professor Elm and I, Pokemon are our friends. He saw that you would treat your Pokemon with love and care. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia.
Alright, well that's gonna be nifty coming up, I suppose.
Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokédex. But I've stayed too long. I have to get to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. Pierre, I'm counting on you.
Well, we wouldn't want to let Professor Oak down.
You are returning to Professor Elm. Here, your Pokemon should have some rest.
Alright, thank you, sir.
I'm depending on you.
Why? Why is everyone depending on me? I swear, they need things, they're depending on me. I'm freaking like 10 years old. Oh man, and now Professor Elm is having a disaster. It's terrible. What should he do? He needs me to get back. Look, he needs something else. When are these people going to stop needing things from me? I swear. Alright, here we have another encounter. I'm just going to speed through this real quick to save some time, because I'm not fighting it. Again, I apologize if the sped up music... Oh, jeez. If the sped up music is a pain for anyone to have to listen to. I'm not the best with video editing yet, but I will do my best to adjust volume levels and such once we are to the point that I have better software to do so, figure it out, whatever you want to consider it. I'm just going to speed up healing here because we're running a little short on time, and I want to get through this right here.
You got a Pokemon at the lab. What a waste, a wimp like you. Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean.
Only got about a minute left, so I'll have to make quick work of this fella. Who wants to battle? Sent out Chikorita. Go Fang. Alright, Fang, so here's your first battle that technically you have to win. If I lose here, we're gonna have issues, buddy. So, try not to do that for me. Because if you die, I don't have anything else, and I'll have to restart, and I don't think anyone wants to have to watch what we just did again. Alright, So we're running really short on time, so I'm going to go ahead and do my little outro here. So thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you. Comment, like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll be uploading more videos soon, and I will see you next time. Alright, we win. There you go.